Hello there.
It's about time we got back to some Firefly, ladies and gentlemen. What's going on? It's your boy Elie Moses, your 22-year-old law and film student here from Sydney, Australia, shooting his shot, baby. I'll be right back. Alright, so we are up to episode 11 of Firefly today, my fellow browncoats, titled Trash. Now, if there's one thing this show is far from being, it is trash, because Firefly has been really fantastic. So let's waste no more time. Let's get into the reaction. I fixed my Lego howler I just had. So yeah, let's slay this thing. Let's go. Glad to see Mal is getting some serenity in the desert. That must have been 70. Yep, 72 hours earlier. Must have been a failed job, I was about to say.
Come here.
Dylan, you son of a bitch.
He didn't tell me you were picking up this leg of the run.
Yeah, well, work's been a little slow lately, so I thought I'd do some honest smuggling between jobs. Well, I thought you were going to wear that ugly chin wig to the grave.
Yeah, so did I, but she didn't much like my whiskers.
She?
Bridget! What the hell am I thinking? I gotta introduce you to the missus.
What? You have fallen from our noble bachelor ranks?
I wasn't looking to, but you just sort of swept me off my feet. Bridget!
We lost one of the boys.
Be a rare specimen indeed.
Don't begin to cover. Now, I want you to meet my Bridget.
Mrs. Reynolds. Hey, listen. If Mal, okay, listen. If Saffron is proposing a job to do with Mal, or they're working together, and I didn't see that 72 hours earlier at the beginning of the episode, I would say this hoe is not to be trusted until I see the end credits of this episode. I don't care how well the episode plays out or how well the mission plays out. I am not going to be satisfied until I see the end credits. But knowing that I've seen that first snippet in the beginning, which is probably an editing choice from Joss Whedon himself, you never know. It could be a different ending entirely. It could not be up to, like, it could not be Saffron's doing. You never know. It could be just that trick Joss Whedon is trying to play in your mind, and you immediately assume it's Saffron's doing that. Mal ended up how he was in the beginning of the episode, naked in the desert. But we will see. Primary number one target is Saffron.
Oh, you guys have met.
Oh, they have met.
Now, why you got a peace trained on my wife?
It's your wife, Monty.
Huh? Married her, didn't I?
You ain't the only one.
Bridget!
I'm guessing maybe companions are well trained as well to fight. Or Saffron just learnt that as well.
Hey, what are you... That's enough!
Yo, your wife is on top of another man.
What the hell is
Sort it
going
out.
on here? What do you mean she ain't my wife?
She ain't your wife because she's married to me.
Don't listen to him.
It's true. About half a year back at the Triumph settlement, only it wasn't Bridget then. It was Saffron. Well, she hits me by surprise, got on my ship, and then tried to steal it out from under me. She is cold as ice and dead crazy on top of it.
You're a liar, Malcolm Reynolds.
I ain't never got to telling you his name.
Fine, be like that.
Damn you, Bridget!
Oh.
Damn you to hell! Broke my heart in a million pieces. You made me love you, and then you
She played the innocent.
shaved off my beard for you, devil woman!
You're gonna want to pull your claw out of that bag nice and slow.
Relax, I'm not going for a gun or anything.
Playing that innocent tone
Just
now.
freshening up.
Oh, she playing the soft.
A dangerous combination, if I recall.
Oh yeah, just like old times.
We don't have any old times. I just don't want you pulling a pistol out of anywhere.
You missed a spot.
Hey,
Can't miss a place you've never been.
that's that companion tactics talking.
Marriage is hard work, Mal. I know it. That doesn't mean we should just give up. Sure, we've had our spats. Maybe I made some bad decisions along the way.
No, you are a tweaked one, you are.
Listen, I know John Cena said never give up, but with this woman, give up. Just wave the white flag, give up, surrender, okay? Listen. Mal already lost one of his boys to this woman. God knows how long she played him. She made him shave off his beard, lose his manlyhood. Hey, listen, last episode we had the return of Niska, and this one we have the return of Saffron. So, if there's anything that Whedon is great at doing in his shows, and I've seen it with Buffy and Angel, it's taking a character that you think is gonna be present in only a one-off episode, and then they become a recurring character, or they come back in an episode you least expect, and you really enjoy it. Now, Saffron, although she played tricks on the entire crew, that was a fantastic episode to react to, and I had so much fun with it. And it's great to see her back because I've already know what type of character she is now, and she could surprise me even more. And now it's got my mind guessing multiple times about what her intentions really are. So it's really great. It's really great.
But face it, hubby. I'm really hot.
That is true.
Mm-hmm.
Walking where?
Pick a direction, just don't turn around.
That way.
Come on, Mal.
This is my scrap of nowhere. You go on, find your own.
You can't just leave me here on this lifeless piece of crap moon.
I can.
I'll die.
Well, as a courtesy, I might start getting busy on that, because all this chatter ain't doing me any kindness.
Why don't you just go ahead and shoot me then?
If Mal ends up falling for her this episode somehow,
shoot me. I took my eyes off you for a split.
I'm jumping out of my chair.
Shame to say it, but gave you the window.
You and Monty fought in the war together, right? Yeah, I smelled that. The war buddy bond's tough to crack.
It ain't a hand of cards. It's called a life.
Seriously, Mal, you gotta give me a ride.
Woman, you're completely off your nut.
I won't get in trouble. You can stick me in one of those crates if you like. Just don't leave me here.
How are the crew gonna feel when he brings her on board? All I'm saying, if I was doing an eye tracker challenge right now, I'd be caught in 8K, not 4K.
This was all your fault, you know. I had the perfect crime lined up.
8K.
Sure, you're gonna steal a man's beard.
No, you hooked it to Pigu. Square job. The big time. It's gonna cut Monty and his crew in, but you screwed that royal.
Odd, but I don't think I'll be losing any sleep over it.
I've got the layout, entrance codes. Believe me, this practically robs itself.
Bye now.
I'm handing you a fortune on a gold platter, sweetheart. Don't you want to hear the details?
That's the details. Talk to my gun. I love that shot right there. I mean, I know it was only for a split second, but just to remind you again that this is a space show. It is a space western. We are set in a galaxy far, far away. And yeah, even though it takes place the beginning of the episode on a desert, you kind of forgot, like, maybe it was a space thing, but just to remind you, obviously we haven't forgotten, but like just to remind you again, have that nice wide shot of Serenity taking off, and then bang, a massive moon or planet not in the distance, in the forefront of it, just like basically overlooking the planet. I really enjoyed that shot. I feel like it kind of reminds me of the shot in episode 2, when Mal fell after the bar fight, and you see that big planet looming in the distance as well. Fantastic.
We love Monty, don't we?
Sweetie, you had a tussle with that Sasquatch, we'd all be in the dirt right about now, scooping up the cat's teeth. Ain't that so, sir?
You know what? I don't particularly want to talk about it. You got work to do? Let's shut up and do it. Anara was asking for you wanted to do. So later with the talking then.
We used to visit them, remember?
Ichi Shonhushi. Are you saying I'm doing this deliberate? On account of you? Is there some reason I want you off the job?
Is there?
This is one of the crazier things I've heard today. And when I tell you about the rest of my day, you'll appreciate it.
I'm not accusing you of anything, Mal. It's
Hey, no, let's set a course for the planet of the lonely rich yet appropriately hygienic man. I'll tell Wash. We can park there for a month.
Not all of your work is illegal, Mal. And the
You want to keep me off the job now?
best job you ever pulled was on a central planet.
How about I stay out of your whoring?
Well, that didn't
And you
take
keep
long.
out
Here
of
we
my
go.
catering. I know my job very well. Thank you very much.
Right, you're a criminal mastermind. What was the last cargo we snuck past the Alliance to transport? What was the cargo?
They were dolls.
They were little geisha dolls with big heads that wobble.
People love those.
And what exactly was our net profit on the famous wobbly-headed doll caper?
Our cut? So you're in the gang now?
Well, since I can't seem to find work as companion, I might as well become a petty thief like you.
Petty?
One of those situations where
What did you mean?
the arguing leads to lovemaking.
Swashi?
It's Chinese for petty.
No, that's a narrow. There are nuances of meaning that...
Maybe you should have stuck with your wiles.
Don't put all of this on me, Mal. You know you haven't been after serious work in a...
Serious work? You want to know if I...
What?
Nothing.
I'm putting $10 on the table. He takes the job from Saffron. There we go.
All right. Tell me more about this job you were...
There we go. Anara just questioned the integrity of his work. He's like, I'm gonna take the big ass job. I'm gonna get a net profit of
The Mark
7 figures.
Duran Hamer may be one of the biggest collectors of Earth that was artifacts in the verse. Guy's got warehouses full of stuff. But his prize piece is sitting in his parlor. An antiquity of unspeakable value. The Lassiter. The original handheld laser pistol. One of only 2 known to still exist. The forerunner of all modern laser technology. Hamer got lucky, picked it up during the war for nothing. I've managed to get a hold of his schedule for the next 18 months, a layout of the estate grounds, and every security code for the place.
Saffron has a notion we can walk right in there, take the Lassiter right off his shelf.
Now, having those reactions of the crew is exactly my thought at the moment. If you're doing this job with Saffron, or even thinking about doing a job with Saffron, you need to have a contingency for the contingency for the contingency, because you don't know what this girl has in mind, okay, after what she did to you guys. I mean, she almost basically destroyed your ship, so the trust levels right now aren't the best. So basically, how Mal ended up at the beginning of the episode naked on a desert planet, I'm interested to see how that happened, because in their minds going into this job, they surely have to realize that Saffron is going to be dodgy somehow, or in it for herself, or have some elaborate scheme set up.
I'm confused.
You're asking yourself, if I've got the security codes, why don't I go in and grab it for myself?
No, actually, I was wondering, what's she doing on the ship? Did she try to kill us?
Exactly.
Nobody died last time.
We're in space. How did she get here? I don't recall pulling over. Point is, this ain't no wobbly-headed doll caper. This here's history.
Okay, I got a question. If she's got security codes, why don't she just walk in and grab it herself?
Good point. Getting through the door and putting our hands on the Lassiter, it's easy. Getting out with it, that's the tricky part.
It's tagged and coded. The second it passes through the door, alarms, security, feds.
This isn't a one-woman operation. To do this right, I'm gonna need
Idiots.
partners.
Dupes.
Thank you.
That's what you'll all be if you trust her.
Could be that so. Lord knows, ain't none of us here criminal masterminds. So if you got something better, Anara, something not petty, we should be willing to hear it.
What was the Chinese term?
Sagwa.
What was the Chinese term she insulted Mal with before that was
So-
worse than petty?
Question remains. How do we get the artifact out without setting off the alarms?
Could be we look hard enough, we'll find a way.
You dig into that, little Kaylee? Zoe? You ain't said a word. Time to weigh in.
Take sounds ripe enough. Assuming we can fence it.
I know a guy in Persephone. Already has half dozen buyers on the bid.
But Anara ain't wrong. She can't be trusted.
I ain't asking you to trust her. I'll be with her on the inside the whole time.
See there? All you gotta do to be a rich woman, hun, is get over it.
Okay.
Deserved. Deserved. I don't care.
I'm in.
Deserved. Deserved.
Captain says you're to stay put. Doesn't want you to run afoul of his blushing psychotic bride. She figures out who you are. She'll turn you in before you can Say, don't turn me in, lady.
She's a liar.
100%.
That don't exactly set her apart from the rest of us. Plunder sounds fun enough.
She's a liar, and no good will come of her.
Well, as a rule, I say, girl folk ain't to be trusted.
Jane is a girl's name.
Jane ain't a girl.
I'll be.
Stepped in on that girl's name thing. I show her good and all. I got man parts.
I'm trying to think of a way for you to be cruder. It's not coming.
I was gonna get that cards.
Okay. Any doubt I just had over Saffron in terms of her potentially maybe, you know, helping out the crew, taking her car and leaving properly is just washed away now. No pun intended. River just said she isn't to be trusted, and if River says she isn't to be trusted, River is 100% right. Okay? That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. Saffron, no matter what tricks you try to play, you're not going to convince me this episode.
We'll be okay. Why the captain is trusting that buhui and the poor fool.
Not her. Jane.
Afraid. Since when?
You stabbed him.
Since Ariel.
Oh,
Afraid we'll know.
the, yeah. The double
Should be
crossing.
on Marathon by 06. I figure the job should take.
Please, I really don't want to know.
At least it's your kind of world. Got appointments made?
The minute we hit Atmo, I'm gone. I booked a few choice clients to help me get my mind off of Ma's descent into lunacy. Zoe, don't let Mal trust her. Everything Saffron is a lie. She'll get the drop on him. Which, as far as I'm concerned, is what he richly deserves.
I ain't saying any risky. Don't count Mal out, though. He just knows the estate
No
is...
details. I meant that. Just be careful.
Bellerophon Estates, home to the rich and paranoid.
Wait. Why did he pronounce it Bellerothon? Like, it sounds like Bel Air in LA. Yeah. Hey, maybe that's the inspiration right there. Bel Air, rich, gracious living, ocean views, Bel Air. Who knows? We might see Will Smith in this one. It just awfully sounds like Bel Air was the inspiration, and we're gonna see the Fresh Prince. Let's go.
Gracious living, ocean views, and state-of-the-art security.
That looks like District 9.
Controls and multi-code keys needed at all entrances and exits.
Which we have.
Right. You and Mal will split off in shuttle 2 as we make our approach.
Of course, once you get the goods in your hands, you can't take it out the front door, nor the back door, nor any door. Every piece of pretty is tagged for the scanners.
So what do we do?
You want to tell them?
It was your genius idea.
You chuck it in the garbage.
Crash.
All the estates on Bellerophon use this automated garbage drone system. You hit one little button and the drone whooshes off with the trash. Give it new coordinates. Once I override the standard guidance protocol, I can tell that disposal bin to go wherever we want.
And where would that be?
The loneliest piece of desert we can find. Here, Isis Canyon. The drone dumps the bin. We claim the goods when we're all together again.
Look at the way she's looking
And
at.
how do you plan to get to the bin to reprogram it?
You get to the loot, and we'll get to the bin.
Yeah, don't disclose everything to her. Don't.
Let's get to work.
That looks like a Nerf gun. One of the old dart tag ones I used to have. Well, there's problem number one. How did this girl come into contact with this guy's plans? Like, she has the entire layout for his house. Unless she actually personally met him and rickrolled his ass, then...
You!
That's the guy, right?
You found her. You brought back my wife.
This girl has dated more men than Lori Harvey! What the heck?
My own sweet Yolanda.
Yolanda. Oh, Yoda.
God, this boy weighs a solid ton.
Doctor, you got yourself a patient to see to.
Yes. I'll take care of it.
Forgive me. I don't mean to make a show.
Please, I'm the one who's intruding.
Not at all. I owe you a great debt of thanks.
Just gave the lady a lift. And this is a day I'll feel good to be me.
Do I owe you any?
No,
reward?
a trip weren't even out of our way.
I promised him 800 square.
No, but we never agreed.
Please, I'd be embarrassed not to make some recompense. Yolanda, I'm babbling like a moon brain.
Gosh. We'll both have plenty to say by nightfall.
6 years.
Is that all?
From the day they found your shuttle.
They said on me at Para. These awful men.
That wasn't me. I didn't know those men.
They said they wanted ransom, but they sold me to slavers.
Also unknown to me.
When you left, I thought, well, you disappeared the same day as Heinrich.
Heinrich?
The security programmer. And he was young, and I saw you two talking, and I thought... But after they found his body...
They killed Heinrich? Guess he wasn't useful anymore.
I never stopped looking.
I knew you wouldn't.
I wonder who killed Heinrich. R.I.P. Heinrich.
The thought that kept me alive.
Come on, hand the Oscar to Saffron right now. Come on. Presenting the Oscar. Come on. Someone need to do a Will Smith in this joint and slap Saffron off the stage. Come on. Come on. Don't tell me she got her lips with that the sedative thing that's gonna knock him out or whatever.
We have so much time to make up.
Well, that's my cue to skedaddle.
Let me get your money. You won't disappear again.
What a simp. Now, Mal is just sitting there like, this has happened to me. Okay, like he's sitting there like, my guy, no, I've been in the exact same position before, and he's just like thinking to himself, oh, this is another case. This is another case of another one bites the dust. Shout out Freddie Mercury and his boys. Shout out Queen.
Yeah, you might come back and hug us in the act. Sneaking into a place you could walk into as welcome as glad news. What's the math on that?
The math on that is you not adding up the Durenhamer would assume you'd cut your throat as you would.
You would?
If possible.
Nope, that ain't it at all. You'd have knocked him in the brain with that the case. You don't want him to know the truth. Unlike all the other, I'm gonna go with hundreds of men you've married. You actually want this one to think well of you when you've gone. My God, could it be I've actually met your real husband?
Congratulations. Anything else you want on your tombstone, you piece of crap?
Now I'm intruding.
Like, honestly, how did you think this was gonna go? Now, like, how did you think this was gonna go? Like, please, I am not surprised. Like, I could have not even seen the opening scene in the episode and still realized this was gonna happen, okay? Like, how did... My guy, like... How else was this gonna end? Oh, the shock. Oh, the horror. You know what? All I'm gonna say is that I'll be in my bunk. That's it. That's it. That's it.
Unless it looks like we're stealing your priceless Lassiter, because that's what we're doing. Don't ask me about the gun, though, because that's new.
Well, I appreciate your honesty. Not, a lot, but...
Duren, you don't know what he's forced me to.
Stop. Yolanda. Please just stop.
He's gonna shoot him.
Don't look at me like that.
Straight down the trash. Pep.
I said don't look at me like that!
Maybe she actually likes this guy, like Mal was saying.
Let's not get all worked up here.
Are you really so naive? Do you think your life is anything to me?
All right. Don't steal any folk today on account of we got a very tight schedule. Yo, Saff Bridge. We'll get on about our...
Drop it now!
With you?
I hoped.
You're a rutting fool.
I love how my guy. My guy hasn't even cared about his precious laser gun just being stolen right there. And Mal already clearly just put it down to shoot. But my guy is just completely laser focused on Saffron right now. Whatever her name is. I don't know. I'm just gonna call her Lori Harvey. But yeah, he's completely focused on it. That's how much he probably meant to him. He's just sat there like oh, Mal's like, I feel sorry for him.
Saffron, you want to finish the damn job here? Because we're short on minutes. I'm sorry, mister.
How long have you been with him?
Oh, we are not together.
He's my husband.
Well, who in the damn galaxy ain't?
So bad for you.
Bad for me? I'm not the Patsy being stole from. If you had half a brain, you'd have called the feds the minute you saw me.
I did. Emergency signal.
Huh.
For kidnappings and the like.
Fair play. Fair
I
play.
love you, Yolanda. But I couldn't think for a second that you actually came here for me. That would be them now.
Durin. Peaches. Just call them off.
Don't fall for that, buddy.
Tell them it was a mistake.
You need help, Yolanda.
I'll do anything you want me to. You know how I can make you feel.
Don't think with your dick, my guy. Please. Thank you. Thank you.
I'm embarrassing. Who's the dupe on the floor?
I hate to bring up our imminent arrest during your crazy time, but we gotta go.
These cops are poor, man. Shaking my head. That escape sequence right there, in my opinion, was a little bit rushed and a bit poorly edited, in my opinion. In terms of like our characters jumping between cuts from different locations. Obviously they took out the first cop, they jumped to like sort of the lobby area where they were being chased, took out the other two in the outdoor area, and then sort of somehow got to their ship, which was in between the other ships for the police, where they probably had no other guards there. I'm assuming. So it was a bit poorly edited in my opinion, and maybe that's due to like runtime with the episode. I'm gonna let it slide, but that's just my opinion.
I mean it. 6 years knowing he was holding such treasures, you didn't move on him? I gotta figure that's a job you told yourself you'd never take. Till times got hard enough and the one line you hadn't crossed.
My name's not Yolanda.
Never entered my mind it was.
I tried. I actually tried. I thought, this is a decent man.
I'm still not falling for it.
The genuine article.
A working man. Struggling to get by with the barest necessities on his private floating island.
He had money. I thought it would help. I thought if I had everything, then I wouldn't want...
Heinrich, the security programmer. Addressing the itch of curiousness. You marry him too?
No. I didn't kill him either.
No. Don't reckon there's many you killed. Just put him in a position to die easy.
I should have killed Durin.
Right. The one guy who don't have it coming. The man who knows you, still loves you, treachery and all. I can't have him walking about.
Give her the Oscar. Give her the Oscar. Now, don't fall for it, please.
You must be loving this.
A little bit. I've seen you without your clothes on before. Never thought I'd see you naked.
Can people ever change?
Depends on the person. The pain of this fades away. You'll just go back to being what you are.
What is that?
A brilliant, beautiful, evil, double-crossing snake. Cheer up, Weepy. You made yourself a boatload of hard cash today. Question the meaning of life on a floating island of your own for a
She's
while.
gonna take the little shuttle. She's gonna take it. She's gonna hustle him.
You won't tell anyone about me breaking down.
I won't.
Then I won't tell anyone how easily I got your gun out of your holster.
All right.
I'll take that as a kindness.
You just may be the most gullible fool I ever marked.
Idiota.
And that makes you special.
Well, you can riddle me with holes, Yolanda. That won't make what I just saw anything but truth.
I played you from minute one.
Oh, you got me at barrel's end. Who am I to argue? What's your move?
We'll be setting down the desert. Leave you to set a spell. Oh, and speaking of naked.
No, now that's just low.
Kind of evens things out, though, don't you think?
Come on. Do a quickie and take the gun.
I really don't see the benefit to this. I mean, however I may slip, you're not going to catch my crew with their trousers down. Can't turn.
What?
Oh, she
Can't turn. Not
sabotaged.
getting any tug from the aft alternator.
That don't make no sense. Unless. Yep. She's so you the mother filament on the grab down her strip.
Who could have possibly done that?
I can fix it, but she must have put a timer on the motivator and wet wire the damper.
What does it mean, Kaylee?
We ain't gonna make the rendezvous. We have to land now.
Fantastic. Freaking annoying, man. How are you gonna have a sequel to getting played? Like, honestly, you get played once, how can you make a sequel off of that? Surely there ain't gonna be a trilogy with her. Come on. There can't be. There can't be. Listen, I'll reserve my comments about the episode to the end, but
Oh! Where is it?
yeah, who had the last laugh now, bitch?
It's not here!
Anara, my girl, sucked in, yeah.
If it works. Oh well. Still worth a fortune. Anyway, this works fine. Honey, you look horrific. What are you doing here? Just my part of the job.
What part of the job?
I put on the big act, storm away in a huff, then I fly off, wait for you to double-cross Mal, beat you to the rendezvous spot, and grab the loot before you can get to it.
Hold up.
What?
We have a last minute switch up. I messed up the envelope of the Oscars. I misread the name. The Oscar goes to Anara. My girl. I'll be in my bunk clapping. Let's go.
You didn't see it coming?
There was an Oscar to the Oscar.
You know, I'm a little disappointed. Some of the crew's performances weren't quite as nuanced as they could have been. Thought they might have tipped the fact that we were playing you from the second Mal took you out of that crate.
The sequel to the sequel had a Knives Out twist.
You're not gonna die, you big baby. The authorities will be here in a few hours to dig you out.
Can't do this! I have a condition!
Do we get a payoff? Do we get the money?
First
Can you
thing
move your arms and legs?
he thinks of.
They're not moving.
How much did they offer you to sell out me and River on Ariel?
Here we go. I forgot
Yeah,
Simon.
crazy talk.
I forgot Simon didn't know, and he
Unless it's so
thought
crazy.
Jane saved him.
How much?
Anybody there?
Oh, what? That is some horror type crap. The way she leant over that
Else.
sliding
You're
door.
in a dangerous line of work, Jane. Odds are you'll be under my knife again, often. No matter what you do, or say, or plot, no matter how you come down on us, I will never ever harm you. You're on this table, you're safe. So I'm your medic. We're on the same crew. Got the same troubles, same enemies, and more than enough of both.
I love how this episode there's been a couple of like role reversals in terms of like immediately you assume that remember I said at the start of the episode Joss Whedon could be playing a trick on your minds where Mal is obviously going to get bested by by Saffron, and in which he did. But however, the whole crew was playing an act as well to get back on her. So that's the role reversal in that. That's the little twist right there. The crew themselves asserted their dominance over Saffron, and Nara completely played her. She knew the companion tactics ins and outs. Like, Nara's the best of the best. And again, once here, usually you have Jane asserting his dominance over River and Simon, even in the episode in Ariel where he took charge of everything and told him the whole change of plan, even though he was lying, obviously, to double cross him. And then this time, Simon obviously tranked him and he's paralytic for half an hour. So he's asserting his dominance over Jane, and Jane in a position, obviously, where Simon could easily, do something to him, but obviously asserting his dominance in a different way.
Now, we could circle each other and growl, sleep with one eye open, but that thought wearies me. I don't care what you've done. I don't know what you're planning on doing, but I'm trusting you. I think you should do the same. 'Cause I don't see this working any other way.
I can kill you with my brain.
Oh, damn. Damn. I don't know if she's joking right there, or she has some 11 powers. I know she can read minds, but... I wonder if that's a war tattoo on his right cheek right there. Like a symbol of the independence.
That went well.
It kind of did, to be fair.
You call this going well?
We got the loot, didn't we?
Yes,
I call it a win. No problem.
Should I start with the part where you're stranded in the middle of nowhere, or the part where you have no clothes?
All according to plan.
I thought the plan was for me to act as a failsafe in case everything else went wrong. Like, for instance, if Saffron disabled Serenity and left you for dead.
Nonsense. You had a key role to play in this. How sad would you have been if you hadn't gotten to play it?
Heartbroken.
See?
That's America's ass
Wash.
right there.
Take us out of the world. Zoe, contact Brennert and Ellis and see if they'd be interested in fencing a priceless artifact for us. Hey.
Good work, Captain.
I might be naked, but we won. It was worth it. Hey, get that 10, Mal. Get that 10. Hey. Ice Cube, baby. It was a good day. Hey, that was a really, really fun episode. Not only it was really fun, it was just really entertaining. Obviously, like I said at the beginning of the episode, Whedon doing what he does best in terms of taking a character that you think was a one and done, and probably was a fan favorite, and reintroducing her into the show, potentially having, more opportunity for her to come back as well. But with the way it was left off, she's probably going to get arrested by the feds. But Saffron, or if that's her name, her ways. She could wiggle her way out of anything. But yeah, another really fun episode where you think it's going to be paint by numbers in terms of like, okay, we saw the beginning of the episode, how Mal went. But obviously we thought, okay, Mal's naked, stranded. He's going to get betrayed by Saffron or double-crossed. And we're just going to see the whole context and see how it plays out. But obviously, it wasn't paid by numbers. There was one little twist in the end with them playing Saffron herself and Inara getting the better of her, creating that distraction, the companions going off-world, the meltdown, everything. Because we know Saffron, she tends to listen in on conversations on with the crew. She knows the companion tactics. But yeah, Inara always one step ahead. And yeah, Mal losing his clothes at the end, who cares? That's the only thing he lost. He got his shuttle back, I'm pretty sure, with Inara hopefully getting both of them. And they got the laser gun thingy, which they're hoping to sell for a big, big price. So yeah, all in all, it was a good day. Like Mal said, it was a good day. It was a good, fun, and entertaining day with a familiar face returning, similar to like the last episode in Nisco. We had Saffron in this one, and as always, the character interactions on point. Shepard, from memory, just took Jane down, like from when Jane got electrocuted and hit his spine. That's all Shepard did this episode. He just carried him down. River and Simon obviously sidelined again because they basically their identity cannot get disclosed to Saffron out of all people, because she's the one to basically capitalize on any opportunity if she found out they were fugitives. So yeah, but then we still had the River, Simon, and Jane dynamic in there, where we followed up on the events and Ariel. So yeah, a really fun episode nonetheless, and Firefly continues to entertain no matter what. My only gripe with this episode was probably the editing in the escape sequence on the sort of spaceship island thingy. But that's about it. That's about it. Everything else I had really fun with. And as always, the character interactions are fantastic. The dialogue, and the way everything just plays out in a scene to scene basis, with how characters basically interact with one another, and just how the dialogue flows. It's really well done. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed my reaction to episode 11. That was, or was it 11? Yeah, episode 11 of Firefly, titled Trash. As always, been your boy Elie Moses. Take care, God bless, and peace.